So as moms and dads, I feel like our parenting journeys can certainly surprise us with lots of unexpected twists and turns, not to mention a pandemic on top of everything. So maybe it's a divorce or you're a single parent, or maybe you just feel isolated.
So we wanted to host a safe space to talk about it all. And that's exactly what we're doing with LaGuardia Cross, Shelley Schooster, and Suzanne Hayes, longtime contributors to our Today Parenting Team community, as well as Dr. Christine Whelan, a clinical professor at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. So why don't we start by kind of going around the horn a little bit and tell us what your unexpected challenges have been like this past year.
Christine, I want to bring you in here. You're a parent as well. So what would your advice be? Just ways to kind of squash the anxiety we feel so we can just go about the day as best we can.
So the Punky Brewster message really has it right. This idea of perfectly imperfect parenting and doing your best day in and day out. And sometimes you can't even do your best, and that's okay. Trusting your own gut, trusting yourself as a parent is also really important, and giving grace to yourself and to your kids. This has been an incredibly challenging year for us, but think about it from their young lives. Everything has been upended in their world.
So I know some of our parents have questions for you. So let me start with you, Shelley.
How is a year of social distancing, no high fives, no hugs, wearing masks, staying 6 feet apart from people, how is that going to impact kids and their social development long term?
So the good news is that kids are resilient. The more challenging news is that this was a long year. This was a year of their lives. This will have a lasting impact on them and on us. So in terms of behavior changes, we've got to make some allowances for those, right? But you do want to focus on the things that you can still control, things like good nutrition, sleep, exercise, getting outside if you can. And then maybe ease up on some of the rules. But when we think about the pandemic, we also have to think about the resocialization elements. And I've been saying to everybody, it's going to be like everything we're doing is for the first time again. So just as we're going to have some social awkwardness, they will too. So as we go back to school, those are going to be like first days of school. And there's going to be some anxiety associated with that we just want to be aware of.
Shelley, you have another question?
Well, like a lot of parents around this time last year, our screen time limitations went completely out the window. How is so much screen time going to impact our kids' dependency on it?
So there's no way to sugarcoat this one. Research really finds that the more screen time you have, that can lead to increased irritability, anxiety, and depression. However, there are ways to make technology work for you. And there are a couple tips that I have. The first is to set limits, not just for your kids, but for yourself as well. Maybe it's putting all of the devices away at a certain time in the evening.
So good. I'm so busy listening. I'm like, wait, I have to moderate the discussion. I'm like, yes, it's so good. LaGuardia, let me bring you in here.
I'm kind of curious, like, what is the right age and what is the right way to expose kids to very scary things?
So this is such a hard topic because, of course, it's going to vary child by child. First of all, we want to encourage the questions. We want to encourage that conversation for our kids to come to us and ask about what they're hearing about, rather than create stories in their own head that may or may not be true. Mm-hmm. And then when we have that conversation, we want to answer the question that the child has asked and probably not go too much further than that.
Okay, so we have to take this one to our parenting community as well. And we asked and you answered.
We want to end this by setting you all up for success, all of us, frankly. So Christine, how do we make it until the end of all of this, in your opinion, considering so much is still unknown?
It's the time to dig deep, right? We are all exhausted. The kids are exhausted. The parents are exhausted. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, though. And I think now is kind of an exciting time maybe to think about preparing for that light at the end of the tunnel. So one of the things we've been talking about is how to make eye contact with people, how to have small talk. What's it going to be like when things open up a bit more? Because, it's socially awkward for a lot of the parents. But again, this is a year out of a young child's life and a year of their social development. So taking those kind of basic socialization skills and turning them into kind of a fun game. This is a way to anticipate the good things that are coming, while preparing ourselves emotionally for some bumps along the way as well.
Very good advice. Well, Christine, thank you so much for your time. You've given us some concrete things that, frankly, we can all implement. Thank you so much.
Thank you.